stress.
I was on mute. But hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for Love Hip Hop Atlanta. This is season 10, episode 2. Yes, it's kind of late because it's Wednesday. This came on Monday, but we're going to keep it moving. First things first, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Y'all already know everything I say all the time. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, relax, relate, release, inhale and exhale, send to yourself and everybody around you. Let's try to get this because I don't want to freeze up and I get aggravated. But y'all know, same old. Tomorrow we will be on the ladies first. Oh, the ladies first panel. It's gonna be on Niecy's channel, so do not forget to tune in tomorrow to catch that on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, and thank you. Okay, let's get into the foolishness that was not much at all of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I don't know if they are purposely trying to not be interesting or if this is just they want to start the season off slowly to get us. I don't know, but I felt like it was a waste of time, but that may just be me. So let's start with Young Baby Tate. Young Baby Tate, who is new on the scene this season, is in LA to see a little nine boyfriend. I don't know his name. I think it's something called Guap. I don't care either because I feel like he's an asshole. So let's move on past him. Now, she brings somebody they've known each other for a while, but before she was dating somebody else, but now she's single. So again, she likes hanging out with him. He likes hanging out with her. And I'm like, but that's not your boyfriend. I feel like she wants it to be her boyfriend. He acts friendly towards her because she probably gives him stuff and whatnot. And so she is holding on to something that is not even there. I'm like, girl, don't do that. Don't do that. That ain't a smart thing to do. So she tells him that she wants to go to Jamaica on a vacation. Okay. And she wants him to go too. Now, he makes it clear to me that he does not want to go, but he say, I'm gonna let you know because my brother get married. I'm like, how do you know? Like she didn't give a date. I mean, maybe our birthday, but again, your brother get married, and I'm like, he lying. He don't want to go. He don't like you like that, but that's just on me. So they also go hang out at like the house that she Airbnb in. And for some reason, Brittany B, who was on, I think, 2 or 3 seasons ago, now she's back. I'm like, how does she know? Girl, they say that she wrote some of the song that Young Baby Take Do, but I feel like, ain't that you always be hanging out? Maybe she's a den mother, okay? Maybe she's a den mother there to supervise the children having fun. I'm like, it's just weird, okay? Now at the house, old boy Guap is acting real foolish or whatever. He's acting real immature, but most men are immature. But I feel like you see how he acting around his friends, baby. Say, why are you even putting up with it? Why do you feel like if you my man, then you my man? But he's not your man. And he's acting like he's not your man. Anybody who does not want to claim you in public do not want to be with them in private. I think he's showing her exactly who he is, and she does not want to either believe it or deal with it. I'm like, girl, leave him. Leave him right now. I'm trying to make a phone call as I'm doing this. Anyway, so they talking or whatever, they're playing two truths and one lie. Now, within the two truths and one lie, you tell two truths, you tell one lie. Now, he then says, I won a Grammy, or I'm Grammy nominated. I was born in 1999. And I'm going to Jamaica, which she asked him about going to Jamaica. So his thing was, he ain't going to Jamaica. She thought the lie was he was born in 91. No, 91. He didn't explain some birth certificate issue, whatever, which meant no, he ain't going with you. So then she get pissed off and put everybody at the house. I was like, he's showing you who he is. Move on past him. Let him be. Fuck that man and his guap. Okay, that was really all it was. With Young Baby say, I was like, move on. He gonna call you heartache. Okay, talking to Brittany B, and you think y'all could be Beyonce and Jay-Z. He may be a great rapper. He could possibly be Jay-Z one day, but he will not be the husband that Beyonce and Jay-Z, girl. He won't be the husband that Jay-Z is to Beyonce currently because he don't want to claim you now. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. Now we then see what Yandy has a whole little birthday party. Well, no, Mendices threw her a birthday party. I feel like it was pointless But as Mama D said, they trying to put certain people all on the TV who don't really have no toilet. I'm like, I agree. Because I'm looking like, what is? I guess they wanted everyone to get together. But I was like, girl, I don't care. I feel like it was really to show Mendice's gifting her a Rolls Royce. I'm like, how did he afford that? Wasn't he in prison? Ain't he paying restitution? Who named is that car in? Did he lease that car? Did you gift her a lease car? Do not surprise me with a lease car. No, ma'am. Okay, give me the money. Okay, to give me a lease car is bullshitty to me because he couldn't have bought it. He owed the government money. He can't. You can't tell me he's been out for a year and he can afford to buy her a Rolls Royce. No, ma'am. Unless he back selling drugs. Okay, I got my eye on Mendices or whatever. I'm gonna leave that be. Now we later on see them have a conversation or whatever, sitting around chit chat on the little basketball court, and Andy mentions how Infinity, her foster daughter, wants to come in town to visit to chit chat. Now he brings up how before she says one foot in her house, you need to have her stay somewhere else because I'm not gonna be in my own house, tiptoeing around on eggshells because of her. I'm not gonna do that. Like, talk to her first because I don't want her coming in the house and then taking bullshit to TMZ to the blogs. So come to find out. Now we know that Yandy was her foster mom for 4 years, meaning the whole time that Medici was locked away, Infinity was at the house. Okay, so when he got out, he home life's a little bit different. So she hasn't been back to the house since around Thanksgiving. She was supposed to come back around for Christmas, but she never did. Now they posted a photo. Okay, they posted this photo of the family when Mendices posted the picture, and the caption says something like, my whole family, I love whatever, whatever, whatever. So when he posted that, she got pissed off or whatever. She went on social media saying how saying basically she gonna do a tell-all book. She gonna tell all the secrets of whatever. She spits because they basically, pushed her away once Mendices got home. The kicker is before he came home, there were conversations on how it all would work out with her being there, with him being there, and them not knowing each other. So I do wonder, did Infinity feel like she was the odd man out once he came home and he's not her father? He isn't her father. He just, she could have felt some kind of way. Anyway, Medici said he felt like, no, I posted a photo because that's my first Christmas home in years, so I just wanted a photo, with all my kids. Like, I didn't do it to slight her, but I also did not, I wasn't thinking about her when I posted it. And I don't fault him for that, but at the same time, to me, that do make it seem like to him she was not a part of their family because they said that you want all your kids there. That means you don't really include her as a child. Yandy might, but Mendices don't, and that could have made her feel some kind of way. Remember, Infinity is what, 16, 17? She's not an adult, she's a kid. So in Yandy's eyes, her thing was, I just feel like I don't like that she went on social media and posted things because that made people come at me and call me a bad parent, call me a bad person. Yandy's upset because of the bad publicity it got her. She's mad because people felt some kind of way about her publicly. Okay, as people have said in the past, Yandy very much so cares about her image. That's not a bad thing at all. At the same time, you wonder, do you care more about how people look at you or how you may be doing things in real life? I don't know. So we then see Yandy and Infinity have a conversation later on at a park, okay, on a little bench because he don't hurt at the house. Yandy asked her, what made you reach out since we ain't talked since Thanksgiving? You did not come out for Christmas, even though you were invited. And, excuse me, Infinity brings up how I was invited, but I still felt like, I wasn't really invited. It was just like this job was doing, and if I wanted to come, I could come. But I didn't feel like I was like included in the festivities at all. I was just like, okay, if you want to be here, to be here. And so she brings up how I've always felt excluded, from things or excluded from the family. And I'm like, well, that's her feeling. That's how she feel. Yandy then bring up how she felt like it was an attack because you on social media. I feel like kids do dumb shit. And as a parent, your kid is going to do dumb things. Kids sometimes go on social media and rant because that's what they do. At the end of the day, her issue was you went on social media, said what you said. The blogs picked it up, and then people then start coming at me about it. So why you do that? So my thing, how I felt was, Yandy didn't care how she felt. She cared about how it looked to other people. And I think that's her point. You care more about other stuff than how I feel. Okay? Now, should she went online and say anything? No, she should not have. But again, kids do stupid shit. But as a parent, that's what we have to deal with. So, Infinity brings up how, well, for me, I was hurt. I was really, really hurt because I felt like Medici made a post about his family and he was not talking about me. So it made me feel like I was not a part of the family. I'm like, I said that's what she felt and it was true. So she said, I thought that you would understand how I felt and that it just hurt me. Okay. And I agree. Yandy coming to her from the point of, you said something that got in the blogs and made me look some kind of way. And her issue is, y'all made me feel some kind of way. I felt included. I'm like, Yandy, why are you not addressing how she felt first and then check her on how she went about it second? That's just my opinion. I am her mama. So Yandy then said, well, I brought you in as my daughter, you know what I'm saying, and I would never exclude you for no reason. And when she said for no reason, like, oh, okay. So she finna not bring up the reason that she did push her away. So supposedly, allegedly, not well, it's what they saying, and Finney was dating somebody who was older than her. At the time, she was 17. I'm assuming it was probably a female because they never said a guy in there. And you this, he was dating some guy, and because they kept saying person, I'm like, was it a lady? Because, she every day, I don't know. But anyway, her point was you was dating somebody who was older than you, way older than you, who was corrupting your mind or whatever, and was putting you against me. It made you feel like everything I did was wrong. At 17 years old, that's if you think that Omir and Skylar and Little Mendices or whatever, and whoever else is not gonna have the same thing, it's gonna happen. Because as teenagers get older, they do feel like who they dated no more than they parents. That it happens, and maybe she don't know that because her kids ain't that old. But I'm looking like this is a typical teenager situation. They meet somebody, they think they in love, and now mama, and they don't know y'all know nothing, mama. It happens. Yeah, it does, okay? And her issue was because, I was a single mom, that person then said I was, leave you at home with my kids while I was out partying, but I was really a single mom out working or whatever. And they then brought up how they would go to TMZ and call CPS or whoever to get my kids taken away. I'm like, how? If she's 17 and she's of age and you're leaving her with the children, that's not illegal. So I'm like, Annie, what was going on at home that you felt like someone could come take your kids? I'm confused. Anyway, so it's like I told you to leave that person alone, and if you did not do that, then I'm saying, you had to go. And I was like, oh well, she told her don't do this, but however, Infinity was then talking to the person behind Andy's back, which made her mad, and so she sent Infinity to live with her grandmama, which made her mad or whatever. And Yandy said, well, that's what it was. I'm saying, I told you to not do that or whatever you did anyway, so I sent you away. And at that point, Infinity was pissed because, like, look, if I was Skylar or Omir, you would never do this, let alone do it on national television. So she left because she was pissed. I feel like they both have right and wrong points. Yandy had the right to say, don't do this under my roof, you can't live here. She had the right to do that. If child does it anyway, and then you gotta leave. However, I do feel like, Yandy, you're going to have plenty of hard times with your own children, so your first thought should not be to put them out. Her dating someone older, that's going to happen. But if you knew that she was being brainwashed, pushing her away was not going to help her. It was going to push her closer to that person and make her feel more singled out because she felt like it's because Medici was home. It doesn't mean she was fully right, but it was how she felt. Kids have to be nurtured, okay? And I feel like Yandy's issue was she did not want people to look at her some kind of way based on whatever this person was saying about her. And so she wanted to wash her hands of it, and that included wash her hands of Infinity. So we will see what happened with them next. Lastly, we have, I won't say lastly, we had, we seen Carly Red and Lamar. I didn't have, what Carly Red at? Well, she just right up with the bad wig. Carly Red came to Yandy's birthday party with Lamar Odom. I was like, girl, why? Okay, y'all not a couple. Carly comes on every season with some guy who she's dating. Okay, so she doing what Carly does. I'm like, girl, bye. She said she's not fucking him or whatever, and she brings it later on when talking at her restaurant that her only rule, her only boundary is I don't want either of us having sex with someone else while we're getting to know each other, in this little dating thing or whatever. And I was like, Again, it's Carly being Carly. I feel like I don't care. That's probably why I don't even have a photo, because I didn't care that much. Um, she do ask him, what would you do differently, dating me than you've done in the past. He brought up how he would take his time and not rush into life changing decisions. I think he was meaning more about that girl, Sabrina, the one who he was recently engaged to, and not much about Chloe, because Sabrina ended crazily. Like, I think he rushed to get engaged to her, and shit went down, burned like a girl. It was bad, and so I do feel like he meant more like I was rushing that relationship, and shit ended badly. Even rushing to marrying Chloe, um, staying married for a while, you know what I'm saying, but him going on a spiral once that was over was a bad thing too. So I think the whole not rushing thing was more towards Sabrina, because that was crazy. By the time they were engaged and was on some own show about couples, they was already separated and fussing on social media. So I don't believe that him and Carly is a couple. I think they already was going back and forth on social media too about them not really dating. Carly come on every season for a storyline, and I'm like, girl, I don't care. But on to the last thing, we got Erica and Safari. So Erica out here telling us that Safari does not know she's pregnant, and that, she doesn't hold a little photo shoot to make herself feel better, but she wants to tell him that she is 6 months pregnant. So this is the person who we supposed to believe her husband did not know she was 6 months pregnant. Look, look, look. I'm not saying when she was 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 months pregnant, he ain't know. Ain't no way at this point he didn't know she wasn't knocked up. Okay, she looks pregnant because Erica used she was posting skinny, flat tummy photos weeks prior, which to me meant you quickly, girl. Okay, I feel like she found out she was pregnant. Did she knew Safari did not want more kids? That was already he's already a bad father, bad husband, and but I think she wanted another kid, and so let me keep it to myself until it's too far along to do anything about it. And that's her decision, it's her body. I'm just saying, I don't fully believe Erica Mina, who had already been pregnant times before that, had no idea that she was pregnant till she was 5, 6 months. You can't, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay. Anyway, I just don't believe it. I don't. And when they went to Yanni's birthday party, I felt like her saying that, no one know I'm pregnant because they haven't seen me in a while. Erica is known for wearing tight shit. Okay, even her ass looked weird. She's always worn form-fitting clothes. The fact that she was at the damn party with a loose ass top on that was all black, trying to hide her belly. Okay, she was clearly pregnant. Okay, but that's on me. I'm gonna leave that be. What she hoped was that Safari would see her all dressed up for a party, and he would want her and feel like she's his sexy wife or whatever, and they can get back to how they used to be before their first child. So we do later on see Safari talking to Scrappy after a concert they did together or whatever. He brings up how I don't want no more kids. Me and Eric are just now getting back to a better situation, and I'm gonna have a vasectomy because I don't want no more kids. This is my thing. It's not wrong of him to know I don't need more children. Okay, I can't handle more kids. So let me do something now to prevent me from having that issue. Um, I can respect that. What I don't respect is you have a child, you have a wife, to try to ignore them or not tend to them is the bullshit that needs you punched in the throat. But I'm gonna leave that be. So to surprise Safari, to make him feel special, to make him feel happy, Erica planned a whole like Jamaican safari celebration day. Okay, invited Spice over to do some dances or whatever. Had a whole big billboard of some girl. It was a whole safari day. Okay, because she know how much he loves his country and how much he loves himself. And he, Spice is the queen of dance hall, as they say. So again, she planned a whole, had the food there, had the house decorated in his native, colors or whatever. Like, excuse me, she went completely all out for him to make him feel happy. Now she also felt like once he's really, really happy, I can slide in. I'm pregnant, okay? So that was her plan. Anyway, he get there, he's very, very happy. Oh my God, oh stretch. Okay, he's having a whole good time. Spice was her performance or whatever. It was a good time to have by all. He had posted it on social media when it happened. We did not know it was part of the show, but again, he posted like a little snippet of Spice the House or whatnot. Anyway, he was like, "Oh, this is what I love. This is why, this is why I love my wife, because she know what I like, myself and my country." So, but he like, this is why I wanted to be with her. I'm happy we can kind of get back to who we used to be or whatever. And so I'm like, that's good, good, good. So she sit down. Okay, now they chit chatting over that. I'm like, why the air change? Why? What's different? Why are you looking sad? So she's like, oh yes, I want to tell you something. Let me show you something that you need to see. And she gives him her phone or whatever, and it's the ultrasound video. He was like, so you're pregnant? She was like, no, we're pregnant. He was like, and how far along are you? She's like 23 weeks, and she was so nervous and scared to tell him. And to me, if I have to be that nervous and that scared to tell someone who I'm married to that I'm pregnant, I should divorce him. Because clearly we're not supposed to be married. Because girl. And his face, when he found out, will be the main reason I divorce his ass. Because again, I don't, and look, I'm going to also say this. Erica had enough time to process the fact that she was pregnant. She had time to process that information off camera. If this was when he first found out, and if it's a 50 male, I'll be drunk. But if this was the first time he found out, I do feel like he had the right to have his feelings, whatever they may be, because we don't know how she felt when she first found out. So I will say, fair is fair. People have to allow themselves time to but it may not always be a good reaction. Okay, again, hers may not have been good. We did not see that. So again, if this was when you first found out, him saying, "I don't know how to feel." I don't know. You know how I feel about more kids, and that also made me feel like, did she know he did not want more, and so let me not tell him until it's too far. And I think it's when he asked her, "Well, how far along are you?" I was like, "I'm pretty far along." Anyway, he was just shocked. He then got up, walked away, got on the four-wheeler, and rolled off doing tricks. I was like, this motherfucker here. Let me make something clear. But no, he always tell the producers that, you know what I'm saying, he's shocked or whatever, and that proves how much they have a disconnect, because he had no idea his own wife, who he lives with in the same house, but he had no idea she was pregnant. And I'm gonna say this: Safari, for the main part, has been a piece of shit husband based on things we've seen posted on social media, things that Erica said. He seems like a piece of shit husband and father. Um, let's see how it plays out the rest of the season, because I'm pretty sure the rest of the season is still being recorded now, so we shall see. As far as we know, they're going through a divorce. Safari came out and said how he actually was not even in Jamaica. He was posting old videos of when he was there on social media, and he was actually at home. So I was like, but Erica said you ain't there. Like, do y'all not? They may not live together anymore. I don't know. But from this scene, he don't want more kids. She know he don't want more kids, and so she's nervous because she did not get married to be a single mama too. You know what I'm saying? So that's sad on her part. But again, y'all should divorce. But as far as you need to be a father to your kids, because they did not ask to be born to this foolishness. So I mean, that's what it was. Anyway, so it didn't mess up at all this time, y'all. So I hope later on it does not mess up either. So we shall see. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Do not forget to like this video, comment in the comment section, subscribe to my channel. Catch us tomorrow on Nita Dixon's channel for the Ladies First panel, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.